Well, the good days are when you can actually help somebody. The great days are when you can help them and make a difference. And the bad days, well, the bad days we try not to talk about, but those are the days when somebody gets hurt.
I do not know you, but I am your brother.
You do not know me, but I am your protector.
I will run into a burning building to save your life.
Though I do not know your name, I will take a bullet for you.
Though we've never met,
I believe in duty and sacrifice
of self.
Your family is my family.
Is my family. Your life is my duty.
What's going on, guys? Time for another episode of Behind the Uniforms. Today we are on the road. We are out here at Angel Armor in Fort Collins, Colorado. Super honored to meet some of these incredible men and women and bring you some of their stories. If you've never seen the show before, the way it typically works is we invite emergency responders, veterans on. We share a cocktail at the whiskey wall, but we're not bringing the whole whiskey wall here.
Well, that's good. That's good.
We can share a cocktail later. But they tell you about a good day and about a bad day. So I was excited. I saw Wyndham. I thought you were from out in Connecticut.
No, I'm actually in Northeast Ohio. We're right between Cleveland and Youngstown.
Awesome.
I get a lot of email and messages from Connecticut, so a lot of people get us confused. Don't worry about it.
Stay in Ohio. It's a much better place. Taxes are lower.
I'll take your word for it.
Can you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
My name is Eric Breiding. I'm Chief of Police in Wyndham, Ohio. We are a small community in the northeast part of the state. Like I said, we're right between Cleveland and Youngstown. Awesome. And I'm the Chief of Police there.
Awesome. You want to tell me about a good day or about a bad day first?
Well, the good days are simple. The good days are when you can actually help somebody. The great days are when you can help them and make a difference. And the bad days, well, the bad days we try not to talk about, but those are the days when somebody gets hurt.
When you put on the news these days and you see a lot of misperceptions about police officers these days, how do you handle that?
You learn to ignore it. You learn to turn a deaf ear. The rhetoric is out there. Fortunately for us, we hear what the media doesn't, or at least the media doesn't portray. We hear all the comments or the compliments. We hear all the thank yous. I'd say probably in the last 5 years, more so than ever before, I haven't gone through a day without one of the citizens, a resident, be it in town, out of town, whatever, somebody thanking us for what we do. And ultimately, that's what keeps us going back. We do it for them.
Awesome. I was in, we've got Dunkin' Donuts out by us, and I was in Dunkin' Donuts a couple weeks ago, and there were two cops in line in front of me, and I literally watched as two people got into a fight over who was going to get to pick up the tab for breakfast for them.
And like I said, that's the stuff the media doesn't portray. The media does not put that out there. It doesn't increase the hate. But Dunkin' Donuts, restaurants, places I've gone, even off duty with my family, people try to pick up tabs for us or whatever once they find out you're a cop or they see something that makes them think so. So, there's a lot of negative rhetoric, but the real world is there's a lot of appreciation out there.
How do you work as a chief of police to continue to bridge the gap between civil servant and civilian?
First off, I don't know there's a lot of gap bridging to be done. Basically, we try to treat everybody like we would want to be treated. We're cops 24/7, but we're in a uniform 8 hours a day. The rest of the day, we're just like everybody else. Spending time with our wives, spending time with our kids, or grandkids, whatever the case may be. There's just not a whole lot of... The uniform puts the barrier on, sure. But at the end of the day, we're all just people.
Whole point of this series, guys, is to show the men and women behind the uniforms, to show that, as he said, they are husbands, they are wives, they are fathers, they are sons, they are daughters. They're just like you and I. The only difference is that they're perhaps a little bit more courageous than some of us are. So, guys, thank you for taking the 2 seconds. It's going to take you to hit the share button on this video and get these stories out there. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. Brother, I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate what you do. Appreciate everything.
Thank you, man. God bless America.